Hi, it's me, Mr. Sid, and I'm excited to share with you one of my favorite topics when I teach, the human body. Check out this really cool poster of our internal organs. The human body is amazing. We have so many things going on inside of us that we don't even have to think about. They're just doing their job bit by bit. Up here is our brain. As we've known before from when we were studying our five senses, the brain is connected to all parts of the body. And that is through our nervous system. Here we see our heart, our two lungs, the stomach, the liver, and two parts of our intestine, the large and the small intestine. We'll be learning bit by bit about those things. Thought I'd show you a really cool object right now before I talk about anything else, and that is this skull. Check out this very cool skull. Do you know what's inside your skull? You guessed it, your brain. Ooh. Now this brain comes right out of the skull. Like that. Isn't that cool? And here we can see the brain has two areas, or what is called the two hemispheres, the right and the left hemisphere. They control the opposite sides of our body. And back here, the back of the brain is the brain stem. And this brain stem is situated right back here on your head. And the brain stem connects to your spine and the nervous system that runs all the way down your back and then through all parts of your body. Super cool, right? Well, before I show you anything more, I think I better read you a book. And today's book is called Me and My Amazing Body, written by Joan Sweeney and illustrated by Annette. This is me and my amazing body. These are the parts of my body that I can see. Knee, toes, fingers, elbow, foot, hand, forehead. Those are your external parts, outside. But most of my body I can't see because my skin covers almost every inch of it. Skin comes in many different colors. It holds my body together and lets me feel things, like my kitty soft fur or the prickly spikes of a cactus. Skin is the largest organ of your body, covering you from head to toe. It's alive. It's a living object. Notice how when you cut it, it grows back together. Beneath my skin are my bones, all 206 of them. When my bones are put together, they're called a skeleton. My skeleton holds up my skin just like tent poles hold up a tent. Bones are hard and help protect the softer insides of my body. Attached to my bones are my muscles. My body has more than 600. They stretch and they shrink just like rubber bands. Muscles do the hard work of moving my body all around, back and forth and up and down. I even use my muscles when I smile or blink. My muscles move because my brain tells them to. My brain is the boss of my body, and it lets me think my own special thoughts. It's so important that it has its own safe place in my head, inside a very hard bone called the skull. My brain sends and receives messages from all parts of my body. My body and my brain need lots of energy to work well. They get energy from my blood. Blood contains oxygen from the air and nourishment from the food that I eat. My blood travels all over my body through special tubes called veins and arteries. If I cut or scrape my skin and it bleeds, don't worry. My body will always make new blood, and the skin will grow back together. Super cool part, right? My blood can't move through my body all by itself. It needs my heart, a group of strong muscles in my chest to move it. Here's a really cool replica of a heart. Your heart is roughly the size of your fist. So mine is about this size, and this one may be similar. And it's not directly in the middle, it's slightly to the side. My heart is like my own little engine. It pumps blood through my body all the time, even when I'm sleeping. If I put my hand on my chest, I can feel it beating. You try that. I also feel my lungs working when I breathe deep. My lungs fill with fresh air like balloons and send the part of the air that I need, called the oxygen, to my blood. Lungs are roughly like this, and there are two of them. There would be one here, and then another one right over there. This is about the size of my lungs. Yours would be a little smaller. Then my lungs push the used air back out. A moment later, I breathe in fresh air all over again. My body needs food along with air, or else I couldn't grow. When I get hungry, I eat, and the food goes down my esophagus, the tube in your neck, to your stomach. After I eat, my stomach mashes this food up into tiny little pieces. Then my body takes what it needs for energy and growth and gets rid of whatever it doesn't need. We know what that's called. Every part of my body works together to keep me going. And keep me growing. And someday I'll be all grown up. That's pretty amazing. And most amazing of all, every person in the world has a body that's very much the same. But every person's a little different. There's no one else in the world exactly like you. And no one exactly like me. I think we've come to the end. I love this book! I think you've learned a lot today. Come back for more. There's more. See you later. Bye.